just going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody, to the first episode of the Fishbowl, a transparent talk about mental health. My name is Preston Hooveris, and I am one of the social media and marketing employees at Foundations Counseling. And I am here with my mother, the CEO and executive director of Foundations Counseling, Raina Bravo. So,
Hello.
Mom, if you wanted to give us a little bit about who you are, your ideas and inspirations for the Fishbowl, I'll let you kind of take it away. Just describe who you are and tell people what the Fishbowl is going to be about.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for having me and doing this. This has been a long time in development, so super excited we are finally doing this. The whole idea about the Fishbowl is to bring a podcast and bring some awareness of mental health and out into the community and bringing a podcast on the road. So hopefully that we will take our podcast into the community, not only into the studio itself. So with some of our community partners that we have out there and what they're doing with how mental health affects them, whether it's at the gym or with their employment and education wise. So actually today we're at Florida Tech where it all started with me and where we are. And I started with my undergrad, so how it kind of all came full circle. So I absolutely love that this story can kind of evolve there. It's kind of
so we
cool.
are in the Panther Radio podcast studio here on the beautiful campus of Florida Tech in Melbourne, Florida. So shout out to Panther Radio, Veronica, and everybody here. Thank you for allowing us to use this studio for the first episode. But like my mom said, we are planning to take this on the road. We went to an awesome networking event the other day that Palm Point and Live Well Behavioral Health hosted.
Thank you, Amy and Amanda.
Yes.
We plan on partnering with them and also bringing them onto our podcast too shortly.
Yes, we're either going to get them here or we are going to go on the road to them, which is going to be an awesome opportunity. There will be visuals to come with that, guys. So you guys are going to get to see all of their facilities and some of the things that they can do at their amazing facilities for mental health here in the Brevard County community. We're going to hopefully get a bunch of different perspectives, and that's the transparent part of this and why it's called the Fishbowl is we want to kind of break any stigma that the average person might have about mental health, show these facilities that are available to Brevard County citizens and anybody who might need mental health help and any mental health professional assistance, and kind of show them their options and talk about mental health as it is something to not be ashamed of. It is something to seek help in and to talk about, because everybody goes through some sort of mental health thing, and especially in today's day and age.
Absolutely. And definitely, just to piggyback off of that, Preston, it's some of my specialty, and what we've been asked to do is first responders, for example. I've also partnered with Brevard County and some great individuals there. They would like us to come out there, the first responders out there, and that there's a lot of help out there that sometimes people either don't know about or they don't know how to reach. At Foundations Counseling, we have a Smart Recovery group that we host and that you can find some information at our website that we will, it's www.fc321.org. And that just, we want to just be able to promote that information in a fun way too. That's the also that there's not everything in life is scripted, and that's the whole. When we were talking about this, is the idea of having that transparency of it, that, you know, hey, let's just go off the cusp of things, and that we're not going to always just be able to sit on the couch and just in our fancy outfits.
Taking notes down on a notepad. No, and like that was right before we even started recording this episode. I literally told you, like, it's conversational based.
Yes.
So for some of you guys, I'll give you guys a little bit of background about myself. I am a current student at the Florida Institute of Technology, where my mom got her undergraduate degree. Yes. Also, I am a third generation Panther. Shout out my Gigi. We love Florida Tech, and I currently am in the master's program here, pursuing my master's of business administration. And I recently finished up my undergraduate degree in marketing strategic communications. I have been doing a podcast through the school for the last couple years, so I am super happy to be able to help co-host this podcast, bring it on the road, and showcase the world of mental health professionals here in Brevard County, and maybe even further than Brevard County. Who knows where this is going to take us? And I think that's the awesome part about this, is the mental health world is such a large community that the opportunities with this, I truly believe, are endless at this point right now. And it could go a variety of different places.
Oh, 100%. And one of the things, because the Brevard County is huge and growing, every time I blink, it's like crazy how many different things are popping up. And that's one of the greatest things. You're talking about the event the other night with Live Well in Palm Point. It's just it was so beautiful. And I've been practicing in Brevard County for so many years. And one of the best things about it is, so many people ask me, oh, aren't you afraid of competition and this and that and all these different people popping up, so many therapy offices, and there's just so much out there. And I'm like, no, I'm really not. And, I don't look at definitely mental health as a competition. I'm a big into collaboration.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest thing, and especially in the field of social services or mental health, and hopefully within in this podcast and being able to where it takes us, and to be able to help our listeners and people that are out there, we'll be able to do a fun and reach a lot of people that want to come on and to be able to have us out to them. And like I said, our goal for the Fishbowl is to go to them. Everybody who in Brevard County or that knows foundations counseling, we do specialize in a lot of the tougher cases, court-ordered cases within the mental health field that is tough. Court-ordered cases, sometimes it's a specialty for sure.
Absolutely.
So that would be another avenue to reach out to some of our amazing attorney friends in the area to possibly
get all the different perspectives as we possibly could. I know you guys right now, you're looking at the Fishbowl logo, but don't worry, we are going to have visuals. Especially when we go on the road, and we will get visuals even of us in the studio coming soon. But we really just wanted to get on here and introduce you guys to a little bit about ourselves and what this podcast is going to be about moving forward. Because like we've talked about, there's so many different opportunities that we have. And if you guys have any recommendations, any topics you guys want us to cover, and please comment them in the comments down below, because, you guys can help fuel the discussions on this podcast. If you guys want to talk a bit more about anxiety or, social depression, social anxiety, the effects of social media on youth in today's society, please comment them down below, and we're going to try to give our opinions and thoughts the best we can. And I think that's another cool thing about this dynamic between, not only a mother and a son, but, you are a professional who's been practicing for many, many years. And I am somebody who doesn't have professional psychology experience, but I am, I'm not a kid necessarily, but I've grown up in this technology age and can give a little bit of a different input as somebody who's grown up and seen the effects of social media on socialization skills and how people view, this idea of perfectionism, because everything they see on social media is perfect when that's not reality. There's a huge difference between social media and reality. And and I think also we were seeing an increase in body dysmorphia, for example, because, we look at ourselves so many, we always see photos of these perfect, ideal, social media model bodies.
And it's AI. It's not even a real
AI,
person.
or, and also we see other people, whether it's peers or people we know thriving. And then it's like, oh, I need to have that. Like, I need that. I'm not doing good enough. And I saw this TikTok, and TikTok allows you to have this thing where you repost it. And what that does is it allows your followers to see somebody else's video. And it said, maybe you're not satisfied and happy with yourself because you keep raising the bar. Pretty much saying that in today's society, you're never gonna be satisfied or happy with yourself if you keep comparing yourself to other people.
Sure.
And raising that bar. And another one is comparison is the thief of joy. I know a bunch of people have probably heard that one a million times. I did not come up with that. I've seen it all over social media. Comparison is the thief of joy. If you keep comparing yourself to other people and always striving to have what other people have but you don't have, and just don't appreciate what you have, you're never going to be happy. So I think, the differing, a professional versus a kid who's grown up around technology in the social media age, I feel like that's going to provide kind of two differing opinions and kind of like a good conversation that, can be a little bit more relaxed than as if, I was a kid talking to a therapist.
For sure.
It's two different opinions talking about the same topic that allows kind of two sides of the same coin.
For sure. Absolutely. And I think in today's society too, bouncing off of what you just said too, is that individuality. I think people are afraid of stepping out, of being comfortable in their own skin because of that bar raising is, well, who am I?
Yeah.
And how do I figure out who I am? And can I be comfortable with who I am? Am I going to be accepted by myself first and foremost, and then my peers or my family members or the people around me? And what does that bar look like, rather than do I raise the bar for myself, and that bar being raised by myself rather than society?
Yeah.
But no, absolutely. I love that. And I think that that's the whole idea of the Fishbowl first and foremost, and the idea of bringing it, and do people that will bring the Fishbowl to people. And yeah, if you are interested in having the Fishbowl come to you, you can comment below, and definitely we'll reach out to you with any information. We would love to come out, see if you would like to have us come to you and promote what your questions, or how you're promoting positive mental health in today's society. And if you have any other questions, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, please comment down below. And we're going to start Instagram page as well for the Fishbowl. So you're going to be able to follow that, leave comments on that, direct message that if you have any questions, any recommendations, or if you want to collaborate with us and have us come on the road to you, you can follow that. I'll put that in the description of this episode as well. But I think that's all we have. This was just for us to come on, introduce ourselves, and kind of give you guys the introduction through the transparent talk about mental health. So thank you guys so much for listening to the first episode of the Fishbowl. I'm Preston.
And I'm Raina.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thank
See you
you.
guys. Goodbye.
Bye.